So we started with we entered CSS layout, and one of it, the first one we're starting with, so it's not like we've done positioning, but the first one we're starting it fully is the we started with was the flex or the flexbox. So we've done like two examples or more on flexbox, and you can see how flexbox helps you to arrange um, layout, arrange your div or structure the layout of your page. So without any of this CSS layout, you can't like go far when it comes to making use of your CSS or structuring CSS. So today we'll be looking at another example. So we started with, if you take note of the classwork and the exercise we've been doing, we started from the basic, then we are now moving higher. So I feel there's no point rushing you guys. It's better you understand it than rush you and later on you're still lost. So today we'll be working on this. So if you want to also practice, there's this site we also have, one of the resources we use. Apart from Screenbar, apart from W3 School, we call it the front end mentor. So yeah, you can get series of exercise you can work on, both for beginners, those starting out, both for maybe those who are already in the into like the middle level, sorry, or the advanced level. So I'll be picking one from this. You can see the home letter also because it's from here. You can see I also got some from here, which I already sniped. You can see this one too. One with it. So you can basically get, and this is gonna help you. Just take your time instead of me waiting for me to give you assignments. You can come here to pick any projects and work on it. It's for your own good. You already know these things. So today we'll be looking at this, be working on this, and also going into responsiveness. And what do I mean by responsiveness? How you're able to view sites on different devices, starting from your desktop. We have the tab, and we also have the mobile. So even as we all have the same mobile phones, it's still different screen sizes. The screen sizes are differ. Even as we are using probably the same HP laptop, the screen sizes are still different. Okay, so we'll be making use of the media query on to help us make our site responsive. That's why this is going to be a long one. I want to start very early and close it because there's another thing I need to work on. Okay, so this is what we're working on. If you want to do this, you have to start the challenge. So make sure you are signed in with your GitHub account. When you are signed in, you have to click on this start challenge. Then you download the zip file. So inside the zip file, you will see this image you can use. Okay, you see these images and other things that are necessary for you to build this. So instead of me to repeat to download this again, I just copied or cut this image. You can see we have image for the mobile screen, this for the mobile, and we also have the image for the desktop. So there are two different images. So I already created my folder and I called it snap sites. So inside the snap sites, this is snap site. Inside the snap site, I created an image folder. So this image folder, because I have two images now, so I don't want my image to be scattered, maybe having HTML, CSS, then I have multiple images. So to make my work very organized, I created an image folder, and inside my image folder I have both the images I've been working with. Alright, so basically for this site you're going to just be using Flex. Okay, so this is how the site is going to be. Alright, so why we have this icon here is because of the drop down. It's telling the user that there's something here, either you hover on it on this text or you click on it, something you'll have to drop down. So the drop down there is JavaScript, which we are not even like close to right now. So we'll just just do this defaults and probably remove this and this. Okay, so we just have the normal text there for that. Alright, then that's for the header. So this header has a logo. The logo like is in form of a text. I'm going to be designing this, and also we have the menu links, and we also have the buttons at the other side, for which are also the anchor tags. And style them in form of the anchor tag. So they use flex here, obviously. Alright, and also this is, so after the header we have what we call the hero section. So we call this the hero section. Alright, or some people call it the breadcrumb section. So this is the hero section, and on the hero section we have the text on one side and we have the desktop image on the other side. And you can see the spacing here. The spacing here is the same with the spacing here, but it's kind of different from here. So I'll be sticking with my justified space between and reducing the width by maybe 80 or 90%. And you can see is under this we have these logos here. So in this, so let me explain this. So on this, on the header, we have how many items? We have 2 items, one item here and the other item here, so that we can do our justified content space between. So this is the only space in between them. So the container that is holding these 2 items, I'll use the div tag here, obviously. Then I'm going to, in this separate div tag, so this div tag holding them, we have one div tag for this, and this other div tag that is going to be holding to these 2 buttons. So in this particular div tag, we have 2 other divs, one for the logo and the other one for the menu links or the nav links. Okay, and inside this one still maintains your normal one div tag, and inside you can use your anchor tag, 2 different anchor tags or button. But you can see also, because the button you still have to click on it, so you have to use your anchor tag. So I'll just stick to the anchor tag. So maybe I'm going to use flex here, and you can see the spacing here. So either you give your margin bottom or so. And on the hero section, we still have our container, parent container, holding how many items? We have 2 items here, 1 and 2. Okay, so we have 1 and 2. We can do our justify content space within and try to reduce it here. So inside this particular div, this first div holding the content, we have the heading tags, we have the paragraph tag, we have the anchor tag or button tag here, and we also have like a div tag holding all the images, the logo images here. Okay, and on the other part here, we just have one div tag and having image tag inside it. So this is for the desktop. Then we move to, you can see when we over on it, you can see there's supposed to be a drop down. I said the drop down here is for the for JavaScript, which we are not covering today. Safer. So, and you can see the text when it's just normal, the text is a little bit faint, like gray. So when you over on it, the text becomes very dark. Okay, Bolu, are you looking at the screen? Are you not connected? Okay. So on the other hand, we also have this side. When you over on the anchor tag, the buttons, the text become dark. So that's for the hovering effects, and you can see it here too. Then on the mobile view, we have just the logo and this icon hamburger. So we call this the hamburger icon. Okay. So this is what they did. The magic on, it's not like a magic dot, but what the logic in the responsiveness is you hiding div and making one visible. Okay, so what they did here is, we have a div tag holding the logo and another div tag holding the menu links. So obviously you give this your div tag a class name, and you also give this to a class name. So when it's on desktop, okay, so we have what we call the breakpoints. I shouldn't be going it when I get there. So let's design this first, and then we have to go to the responsiveness. I will explain that part. So before I'll do the desktop first. So some people also prefer doing mobile view first. So we have different developers. I prefer to do desktop myself, then on that section I'll do the responsiveness. So on the responsiveness they hide or they hid, what would they call it? They tend to hide this and also hide this. So when it's on mobile, we only have this and this. So when it's on mobile, they hide those two, they hide the button and they hide the menu links. When it's on desktop, they hide the hamburger and they left the other one there. So it's just hiding and something. And you can see on the mobile view, we have the image coming first. But if you check the desktop view, you can see we have the text first. So what they did is that they added the mobile image here, but they hid it when it's on desktop. So when it's on mobile, they make it visible. So that's just it hiding and making one visible. And you can see the image is showing here. And the other desktop image decided to hide it. And the text, we converted it. So when it's on desktop, we have this flex direction row. When it's on mobile, we change the flex direction to column. So we have the other text here. You can see the text. You can see the text here is straight here. While on the desktop you can see it's broken. So if you go and use break tag here, it's going to affect your mobile view here. So that's why, because break tag is on HTML, so we won't use the break tag here. You're not going to do it. You're going to use the span tag there. So we can see we change the flex direction from row to column when it's on mobile, and you can see everything is arranged like this. So just sit back and listen and let's start. Let me get this. I've gotten my images already. Let me just get this logo from this other class. So I'm just going to use one. I'm just going to use one image to represent the logos there. Snapsites. Oh, I meant to cut it. Can you imagine? So I'm going to copy this. So this image, this logo, I've removed the I've cropped it and also removed the background image. So let's paste it inside our images. Now I'm going to put this back there. So I'll just Ctrl C and paste it back there. Alright, so I've going to open this. So let's open our folder on our VS Codes. So right click. Oh, that's this. Click and right click, open with VS Code. So I should have opened this earlier because it's going to take time for it to start coming up. Alright, so first thing we'll do is to create our HTML file. So obviously it's index.html. The next one is my CSS, external CSS. So we have style.css. So let's wait for it. So you can see the font family too is looking nice. So obviously they use one of the Google fonts there. So I'll be using Montserrat here too. Alright, so let's go. We have our index HTML. Let's just do the shortcut. Still loading. So while it's loading, let me just type it. So we have the doc type HTML. We have the HTML. Okay, inside HTML we have the ed tag. and also the body tag. Okay, so we can move this body down. Then inside the tag we have the title tag. Monitor. We have the title tag. Can see my screen.